What is going on YouTube? Listen, obviously, what really is going on YouTube? I promised you I was going to do Vincent's tale. I promised you'd get a full Knox Hill breakdown. What I didn't anticipate, as you can appreciate on the delay, is that I have been transported to a magical realm. What's up, BP? How are you doing? You want to introduce yourself, for I'm sure a lot of renegades who know who you are.
From Vincent's tale to Pegasus' tale. What's up, y'all renegades? Alps in your lemonades. What's up, man? Dang.
Man, it's vibing. Hey, I'm happy to have you here today.
I'm glad to be here, man. I'm glad I could transport from my lovely place in the CO all the way to your hometown and get it cracking for the Wrens.
And build this studio for us at the same time.
Man. I love this build, man. We cloned it, man. Let's get it.
Hey, man, I'm excited for this. So anyways, I promised you guys a breakdown. That's exactly what you're going to get. And I just thought, why not take a fellow MC with me, a fellow lyrical head, and let's do this together. So as promised, the deep dive into Ren, Starry Night. Vincent's tale. Let's go. Also, we're going to be doing a lot of pausing. We know that. What I will say is those of you who watch my breakdown with Ren, you'll notice we didn't have music playing on the intro because that version was a few months before this final version release. So this is actually kind of a first-time reaction for me in a sense because there's going to be elements and moments that didn't make it into the edit that I saw at the time. Because just knowing how my homie works, like, he'll go through edit to edit to edit, and the way that his mind works and changes, what you get on final day may not even be what was the day before.
That means he takes the lead on this reaction because I've reacted to this, but I'm probably going to see some things that I missed the first time. But I'm in the shotgun. I'm riding shotgun today.
Ride shotgun, like open and frame right here. It looks like he's got almost like demonic horns coming out of him, like just the framing of that with the back of the head. I just love the dramatic sentiment already. Shout out to Sam. Shout out to Bo.
Shout out to his barber.
Yeah.
AKA him.
What's up, Aaron? Now that's new for me. That I didn't get to appreciate that effect. That mixing right there, how it went away as we went through the door closed, and then coming out of it. I love that. And like I talked about with Ren too, like the Tale series. For me, one of the biggest draws of the Tale series is the acoustic moments, the acoustic feels, and then just like feeling like we're there, like we're getting theater happening in real life.
Yeah.
You know, and I think when you hear the footsteps, you hear the sound folio, and then you just hear that beat. But it's a natural beat of the footsteps and the clapping. Like I just love the intro to it.
This is actually a really hard intro, just on some like gangster type shit. Like from the music, for everything you just said, but it's actually really gangster.
You know what's funny is being in the prison too, and the way that things echo. Like when I got there in the morning, and they're in the circle, and Vic is trying to teach them the clapping and the steps, and you just hear it all echoing in the halls, and you're just like, "What is this beat?" Like.
This is so funny because you're like, yo, being in prison, like I thought you were about, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I got my Rice Krispie treat. They owe me some cigs, cuz I hit him upside his head, B. All right, sorry.
Yeah, we made some good pruno, man. By the way, you know Connor? That's Connor's dad right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's cool, man.
What's up, Connor's dad?
He's come out to a couple of my shows now to support.
I begin? Wait a minute, I know. Step one, I repent. Step two, let me go. No, three, maybe I show you remorse for my crime. Fuck that, let me speak my mind. So allow me to introduce myself to your manifestation of everybody in this room. Duh, ever felt discarded by a system that's regarded to be something for the people, but the people disregarded, it's retarded. Putting all the power in the palms of the heartless. Lions don't care when chewing on carcass. Homeless levels rise and the politicians pardon. Slave labour wage docking pay for the farmers. Britain, Great Britain, no, you're a slave. Great Britain, tax bracket rise, grow. Give a tax break for a suit and tie on the low. Well, the everyday people getting fucked till they broke, so let me unload, I'm on a roll. I never vote, big in the polls, Britain the road, who to control when there is no food in the bowl. It's a low blow, representatives don't show empathy. Plain to see, represent me, no soccer. Britons break backs just for bread and butter. Fuck the PM, did they stutter? In the PM, there'll be bodies in the gutter. Blood-stained hands, milk up poor land's udder. 9 to 5, I can't survive away just to work in a job that can't provide. It's by design, my hands are tied. I climb that, on this that. How the fuck can I pretend it's fine? The water is never wine. A pig steps to the slaughter before your eyes. It's for the new world order. Except our minds, court of law, a horse who will bend for bribe. All the while, people watch reality TV, sleep easy, wake and repeat the cycle. Are you taking the Michael? Better beat it up. City full of sheep tweeting on the social media. Tabloid twisting tails and it's causing mass hysteria. Polarize the people, never by the hand that's feeding you. When it comes to war, they'll be calling for you, needing you. Fighting for a cause that wasn't yours, then leaving you. Hyperpolarizing the left and the right. Are you woke? Are you racist? Black? Are you white? Are you all for the Brexit? Make a swift exit. The NHS rots. Where was tax directed? Look, there goes another fucking puppet elected. Dance, little puppet dance, but the neglected. Impunity from true flies come to be expected. Sever head of Hydra, 2 parties resurrected.
Man, I'll tell you what. One of the things that I love is if you think of the mix of this, right? It's just him, his voice, claps and stomps. There's no other instrumentation to this than what the human body or the human voice has made. And I love that about the production to Act 1. Mm-hmm. When you just think about how it builds and how he does so well at just building just the fullness of that sound.
My second time listening to this, I didn't focus on the lyrics. I focused on the production. And you really, if you just kind of let yourself absorb it, all the different harmonies he's doing with his vocals, it's like the pentatonics in Home Free, but it's Ren.
Yeah.
Like he did his own thing. Like it's super dope. Anyways, yeah, the harmonies just sounded illustrious in my ears today.
All right, let's break some of this down now.
How do I begin? Wait a minute, I know. Step 1, I repent. Step 2.
I love how obviously he's talking to the doctor first, right? Almost like, how should I begin? Step 1, should I repent for my sins because I am here in prison? But then I love how when he changes, notice the direction that he's rapping changes to represent where his rhetoric is going. Right?
Let me go. No, 3, maybe I should.
That's just a cheeky little no. Like I love some of the mannerisms of
that. Remorse for my crime. Fuck that.
And then right there when he waves his hand, and then he just immediately stops paying attention to her and starts speaking to the circle and almost speaking to the rest of us.
I repent. Step 2, let me go. No, 3, maybe I show you remorse for my crime. Fuck that. Let me speak my mind. So allow me to introduce myself to your manifestation of everybody in this room. Duh, ever felt discarded by a system that's regarded to be something for the people, but the people disregarded, it's retarded. Putting all the power in the palms of the heartless.
Now, obviously, some people I think had some issues with the R word, but you are from a different generation. Ren and I are from a similar generation where the R word is used not to belittle someone. Yeah. Who has special learning. It was used as a slang for a different way. Yeah, and I think that was more of Ren's point of calling back to that time.
Sure.
When we would listen to the Eminems say it, when we would listen to the Wu-Tang say it, when we would listen to that. And for me, I just love how this is set up when he talks about the manifestation and he's pointing around the room of all of you. And it's not just his struggle. It's not just his voice. It feels very much like this unifying movement, right, of the downtrodden, of those who were trapped.
Sure.
And I just love, obviously, just knowing the build up to this and just sitting down and talking and having some of the conversations about the world building and the skits that went into this, because it wanted to be like a reflection of our society today, but also to have some of those dystopian mirrors and dystopian feels to an Orwellian time, and just some of those rhetorics and some of the ways that those pictures are painted as well.
Sure.
Speak my mind. So So allow me to introduce myself to your manifestation of everybody in this room. Duh, ever felt discarded by a system that's regarded to be something for the people, but the people disregarded, it's retarded. Putting all the power in the palms of the heartless. Lions don't care when chewing on carcass. Homeless levels rise and the politicians pardon.
What great expressions from Kai. I'm afraid of Kai. Kai is so fun and so chill, but in these videos, I tell you what, man, like when he was playing Cujo as well, look at that man.
Labor wage, docking pay for the farmers. Britain, Great Britain, no, you're a...
I love how he stands up. Britain, Great Britain, no, and just that posture change, almost like a politician, like preaching from a soapbox, just the tonal shifts. There's some great charisma to this delivery as well.
Pardon, slave labor wage, docking pay for the farmers. Britain, Great Britain, no, you're a slave. Great Britain, tax bracket rise, grow. Give a tax break for a suit and tie on the low. Well, the everyday people getting fucked till they broke, so let me...
Give a tax break while the everyday people, like again, for me, this is interestingly, you know, when you think about the high profile murder that we had in the United States, right? And how that turned into a political issue. Didn't it, of the haves versus the have-nots. And it's interesting that what seemed like a throwaway murder here that wasn't politically motivated became politically motivated all of a sudden in the way it was reframed by the different skits, by the way society took this as another example of the haves and the have-nots and just the growing disparity and gap between the rich and the poor.
The subtle way he put about, you know, the suit and tie getting the tax break, meaning the billionaires, the corporations, that he put that really in a good position, and it was deliberate, and I like the way he writes. I'm a fan, if you guys didn't know.
Yeah, for me, I think, you know, what's really tough is when you take what are greater, very complex, systematic issues that he appreciates and societal issues, and you find a way to convert that and to simplify it so that you can communicate it through rap, but you can communicate it so that the listener can follow along and understand the picture that you're painting. Yeah. And I think there's also a reason why you don't hear this as often in mainstream music, because it's not very easy to talk about issues like this and to break them down in this way, because you have to exemplify a greater understanding of them yourself. Yes. And really be willing to intellectually deep dive into them. Yes.
Absolutely. Break for a suit and tie on the low. Well, the everyday people getting fucked till they broke, so let me unload. I'm on a roll. I never vote. Rigging the pose.
I never vote. Rigging the pose. I just love, obviously, he loves his double time delivery. We know the Eminem influences with him, but I never vote. Rigging the polls. Like, this is very, very, like, you and I had this conversation about the anti-establishment. Yes. And how rap's vibes have always been anti-institutional. And I feel like songs like this mirror that old school vibe of this anti-establishment.
Sure, absolutely.
And just like waking up. And I think Ren's message has always been, you know, trying to provide a voice to those who don't have a voice in today's society.
I think more people feel this way than ever as well.
Yes. I think it's a very poignant point. And we talk about this, like, people would have felt this way, though, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. Like, this is also a different form of timeless music to me, because he doesn't necessarily have to reference exact current events. Yeah, it's an emotion. It's a sentiment as well.
Get fucked till they broke, so let me unload. I'm on a roll. I never vote. Rigging the pose, Britain the road. Who to control when there is no food in the bowl? It's a low blow. Representatives don't show empathy. Plain to see. Represent me, no soccer. British break.
Representatives don't show empathy, and I think that's so true. Like, empathy, I said, is one of the greatest ways forward for humanity, but empathy takes a further step. It's not just showing sympathy, it's also being willing to understand someone else's position. Yeah. And I think one of our issues is that, you know, when you look at, for instance, in the United States, like, just to be president, that takes millions to billions of dollars. Sure. You and I couldn't run for president and have a legitimate shot at it. You know, it is a specialized game, and the people who are often in a privileged position to run for president are often very disconnected from the 9-to-5 blue-collar workers, those struggling paycheck to paycheck to get there. And I think you see that reflected with a lot of politicians.
Statistically, the candidates that get the most donors and the most lobby dollars win. It's very rare, and if they, it's very rare for. It's like literally a money race. That's why they're like, we raised this much money, because it's like, oh, we're gonna win. Yeah, it's so silly. Anyways, yeah. They got me, you guys. I've been bamboozled before. I'm trying to get out the mud.
Break backs just for bread and butter. Fuck the PM. Did they stutter in the P?
I mean, again, like, you got to step back and appreciate what he say. fuck the prime minister.
Yeah.
Like right there, it's right there for you. Like it's right there in your face, and I love that rawness.
Yeah.
There'll be bodies in the gutter, blood-stained hands, milk up poor land's udder. 9 to 5, can't survive away just to work in a job that can't provide.
9 to 5, can't survive. It's a nice little 1 2 3 to 1 2 3 to 1 2. You get a little bit polyrhythmic there.
Yeah.
You kind of fall like in between the beat and just let that cascade. Like nice flow switch.
Hands udder. 9 to 5, can't survive away just to work in a job that can't provide. It's by design, my hands are tied.
Can't provide by design. See how he still stays in that 3-syllable pocket?
Hands are tied.
5 away just to work in a job that can't provide. It's by design, my hands are tied. I climbed that, on this that. How the fuck can I pretend it's fine? The water is never wine. The pig steps to the slaughter before your eyes. It's for the
Pig steps to the slaughter, but the water is never wine. That's a little biblical reference too.
fine. The water is never wine. The pig steps to the
We're struggling on water while those are living a different lifestyle of wine. It's a simple line, but for me, it's a great reflection of the economic gap and disparity and the issues that he's addressing here.
Yep.
This is a class song. This is a song about the differences in class.
Yeah, absolutely.
In class struggle.
The slaughter before your eyes is for the new world order. Except our minds, court of law, a horse who will bend for bribe. All the while, people watch reality TV, sleep easy, wake and repeat the cycle. Are you taking the Michael? Better beat it though. City full of sheep tweet.
Are you taking the Michael instead of British taking the Mick? Are you taking the Michael? And then he says beat it. So he's got a Michael Jackson beat it bar as well.
Wake and repeat the cycle. Are you taking the Michael? Better beat it though. City full of sheep tweeting on the social media. Tabloid twisting tails and it's causing mass hysteria. Polarize the people, never by the hand that's feeding you.
The sheep tweeting on social media. I think he's really representing the hyperpolarization of our world that we've talked about very well through these lines.
When it comes to war, they'll be calling for you, needing you.
We've always had this gap. We've always had this disparity. But for me, what social media has done, has really exemplified and amplified that gap now.
It's been so technology has been weaponized against us absolutely in this moment, and it's going to take. You have to have conscious awareness of what's going on because it's. Anyways, I could go crazy on that because there's a lot of things systematically happen, not just them magnifying and amplifying, which they are doing, but also sending out the bots to magnify that amplification. Yeah. And it's like this, it's a mind fry.
Yeah.
Fighting for a cause that wasn't yours, then leaving you. Hyperpolarized.
Fighting for a cause that wasn't yours. The rich men declare war and the poor fight it.
Bro, look at these people fighting in the streets for what? Politicians are like, go do this, go do that. Not saying it's right or wrong, but when's the last time you seen a politician protest? A rich person protest, put themselves on the front line.
Or they'll be calling for you, needing you. Fighting for a cause that wasn't yours, then leaving you. Hyperpolarizing the left and the right. Are you woke? Are you racist? Black? Are you white? Are you all for the Brexit? Make a swift exit. The NHS rots.
That's it. And I think he does a great job here of just touching upon are you team A? Are you team B? Because that's what keeps happening, right? Isn't it so funny how we can take very complex, nuanced human issues and somehow find that it's either only one side or the other side. When, as you can appreciate, a problem just doesn't have one answer or a second answer, but yet somehow we can almost take anything nowadays and find a way that it's going to be spun either for the left or it's going to be spun for the right. Yep. And it happens in the U.S., it happens in the U.K. too. And I feel like he just leans into just the rage baiting, the drama, the hyperpolarization of social media, all of this. Like, this is such a heavy fucking verse.
Yes.
And it gets conversations going. That's what I love about it.
Racist, black, are you white? Are you all for the Brexit? Make a swift exit. The NHS rots. Where was tax directed? Look, there goes another fucking puppet elected. Dance, little puppet dance, but the neglected. Impunity from true flies come to be expected. Sever head of Hydra, 2 parties resurrected.
Severed head of Hydra, 2 parts resurrected. Again, for me, it's that, that bipartisan splitting one side. It's either left or right. Britain is mainly a 2-party system as well. I know it's more of a multi-party system, but it's essentially Tories or what is in currently Labor.
Well, without getting too crazy or dark, this was, it's almost prophetic because this was released on the same weekend pretty much as the Ep Stizzle 5 Fizzles, we'll say, and that really is powerful in the sense of it's showing us the divide of what very corrupt, evil, and I'm just going to say elites or billionaires would do versus the working class, which he's trying to stand up for and be like, why are we fighting amongst ourselves? Also, just a call out to the very end of that. I'm a super fan of the Tech 9 Angelic era.
Yeah.
And that machine gun flow.
Yeah.
Just shout out to Tech and
that
Ren.
chopper flow there.
Hyperpolarizing the left and the right. Are you woke? Are you
That's a great shot as well.
racist? Black? Are you white? Are you all for the Brexit? Make us with exit. The NHS rots. Where was tax directed? Look, there goes another fucking puppet elected. Dance, little puppet, dance for the neglected. Impunity from true flies.
What's really dope too, look, there goes another fucking puppet elected, and then he kicks out this right on the end of the line, and then it comes back in, and then he kicks it out right before that last. So he lets the space breathe on the end of the bar and then comes back in with it instead of pattering it all the way through. I always think that there's a really good sense, like watching him engineer, like he's such a great fucking engineer.
Yeah.
Like I can't understate like how he is a wizard, just the way that he puts together, but he has a great sense of spacing, of musical timing and musicality with stuff. And it just like, it's the little details.
Yeah.
And we commented on how like his mixing and mastering like is always so fucking clear and crisp. Like it's really good audio engineering.
Puppet elected, dance, little puppet, dance for the neglected. Impunity from true flies come to be expected. Sever head of Hydra, 2 parties resurrected.
So dope with the camera.
Yes, I am the malevolent, degenerate delegate. Incarcerate the truth, keep it separate. The fabric of society is dead liquor. They don't want me in the room, I'm the elephant. Let's go. I guess I was fucked from the get-go. Wrong place and wrong time, guess so. Wrong planet, wrong mind. Guess you could say I was destined.
Connor's getting his revenge, bro. Yo, but what I will say is in the riot scene, Connor got dragged like 20 fucking times and got beat around. So it comes back around.
Place and wrong time, guess so.
Something is wrong with these friendships, right? They just like to beat the shit out of each other.
I guess I was fucked from the get-go. Wrong place and wrong time, guess so. Wrong planet, wrong mind. Guess you could say I was destined to break because I get no satisfaction.
Guess you could say I was destined. I love how it goes into more of like a sing-songy type of flow there, and then he comes back out of it into more of the rap, bassier delivery. You know what? I was going to let this play and come back, but it's not worth it. Let's just break it down as we go here.
Let's get it.
Yes, I am the malevolent, degenerate delegate.
Malevolent, degenerate, because he's being looked at by a lot of society as a degenerate, delegate. Isn't it interesting that he chooses delegate as he's talking about politicians and those who are elected, but really are just being pulled on puppet strings and pulling us.
Incarcerate the truth, keep it separate.
Incarcerate the truth as he's in prison. I just love the word choice here. Like incarcerate, like putting the truth behind bars, keep it separate. Because, you know, we live in a world of disinformation. We live in a world where it's really hard to actually appreciate what the true truth is sometimes.
Yeah. It really is.
The fabric of society is dead liquor. They don't want me in the room. I'm the elephant.
Elephant in the room, barber.
Let's go. I guess I was fucked from the get-go. Wrong place and wrong time, guess so. Wrong planet, wrong mind. Guess you could say I was destined to break because I get no satisfaction. I roll stoned. ETAs with ET. I phone home. ETC, don't blink, life is gone.
Nice.
Time don't wait, the show must go on. In London underground, come rain and thunder. Junkies, drunks and punks stung by the hunger. God is good until life push you under. One by one become cold like the tundra. One by one cast out like pariah. Sever head from body, so body bow to Messiah. Boy cry wolf, everybody soon expire.
Run, little liar.
What a shot that is. All right, before that.
ET no satis. Wrong planet, wrong mind. Guess you could say I was destined to break because I get no satisfaction. I roll stoned. ETAs with ET. I phone home.
I roll stone, nice little being like a rolling stone, but also I roll stone like getting high.
I get no satisfaction. I roll stoned. ETAs with ET. I phone home.
Nice little flip on ET, phone home, ETAs, and ETC as well, and like the condition that we're living in and living off of, you know, tax stamps.
ETC, don't blink, life is gone. Time don't wait, the show must go on. In London underground, come rain and thunder. Junkies, drunks and punks stung by the hunger.
Junkies, punks, stung, hunger. I love the super condensed on rhyme scheme there.
God is good until life push you under. One.
God is good and life puts you under. Like that's one of those, you know, when we get in the booth and we get like close to the mic, you know, and you just like over accentuate like the syllables to like really make it super punchy as I'm rapping this.
Junkies, drunks and punks stung by the hunger. God is good until life push you under. One by one become cold like the tundra. One by one cast out like pariah. Sever head from body, so body bow to Messiah. Boy cry wolf, everybody soon expire.
obviously The Boy Who Cried Wolf, and then Run Little Liar playing off of that.
Yeah.
I just love the setup leading into the classic Liar scheme we're about to get.
What you were highlighting, I loved that it went into tundra, because tundra is a word that rappers don't really use that much. So like Tech Nine is one of these people who will take these words and throw them in that I was like, oh, someone hasn't used that before, and that will Ren just did that. Like just tundra, I've heard it, but it's like the way he placed it, it was just really dope.
Body, so body bout to Messiah. Boy cry wolf, everybody soon expire.
Run, little liar.
That shit's scary too. This is crazy. Yeah.
Who was that? Did you see someone in there?
I saw Joseph Flack and Vic, and you. Oh, and I seen you.
Did you catch me when you reacted?
I
to
seen
this?
Pretty Boy Floyd right here. Damn, you look like a Teen Wolf, man. What the bro?
What is going on
This
there?
is Thriller. Damn.
I'm not happy there.
No.
Am I? That's an angry man. Ugh, look at Kai.
You're cold like the tundra, man. Damn.
Hey. I love that. Like we all just like sat down, we all took turns, and like we all did the full liar tracks, liar, 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 just so that they could pick what spot that they wanted to do in post.
Hell yeah.
And to clip that in. But it was fun because we all like kind of stood around each other and we all just like took turns sitting in the chair, just doing the liar and trying to look like really angry and like full of angst while everybody's cracking jokes and giggling
Like,
around
look at
us,
him.
you know, like trying to throw you off.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a really dope, like just creating intrigue shot.
Yeah.
And notice this shot is important because we come back to this shot, don't we?
Yeah.
As it crescendos towards the end.
So
and one of my favorite shots in this.
This creates tension in the room and in the music, and there's a suspense here, bringing us into the next thing.
Love just the plucky strings. And then right here, this singular spotlight. This moment coming out of this, like it just lets us breathe. And then it gets fucking beautiful here. You know, like everything starts to rise. Timed perfectly on the hit. Love this distortion bend.
There's no democracy. Democracy ain't corporate lobby free for all. Democracy ain't rich boys, silver spoon seniors. Democracy ain't eating up a lie, then forgiving you. Democracy ain't choosing between herpes or chlamydia. Democracy, hypocrisy, a synonym entwined. Take a baby, then deliver him, position him in line, and then imprison him, condition him in school to make him blind. After they christen him, the Father, Son, the ghost, but not the mind. We are divine, we lose potential when we gravitate to greed. We are benign, we turn to cancer when we take more than we need. We are designed to be magnificent, we waste that when we walk. A starry night, the plight of Vincent inside cell block 44. I fought a war inside myself, the war of every.
I don't think I saw that because that was post and we didn't. That shot right there, not into Van Gogh's Starry Night, and bringing that full circle. That's really dope.
Yeah.
Did not have that when I reacted to it with Ren. That's wow.
Yeah, that's a banger.
I love that.
Starry night, the plight
And the motion of it too. Ooh, the graphics on this.
of Vincent inside cell block 44. I fought a war inside myself, the war of every working man. A war of what's and why's and how's, and when's the time to take a stand? And who's the one to put me in my place? You or is it God? It's compliance, staying silent. If defiance comes from love, I come from love. I come from hope, I come from truth, I come from trust. I am the last remaining push inside a world that turns to dust. Against the people so determined, all to die. And for what? Love of power, love of money, love of ego, love of lust. What about love for the sake of love? What about really loving us? But I mean really loving us. That means that I, the me, myself is you, and so we're we in one. And there's never separation while we're moving round the sun. For this
His voice kind of cracks here. You know, like delivering it. You feel the emotion in it.
cell of every sentient, it shares a single song. And that's the song of sweet creation. Do you hear the minstrel strong? For there's more to music. Life is music, music is the tongue. In the mouth of Mother Earth, and her heart beating is the drum. Hear it, hear it, hear it. That's that thunder in your chest that lets you know that you belong. We are one, we are one, we are free to one song. Something better, yet reset so we can all live on.
There he is. electric guitar, and just like for me, it's the emotion in some of these moments, the cinematography on this. And we were running around like chickens with our heads cut off, like just trying to create this chaos.
Yeah.
It was actually, you didn't have to go to the gym that day. Like we're all just after every take, because we're just like I'm running around with a torch, like because Kai and I had the torches, and obviously it's a really cool orange light with those torches.
Yeah.
So you want to like try to get those as much in frame as you can, like just whirring past and then running. So Kai and I are like sprinting back and forth as much as possible just to like at least get the orange on a wall somewhere.
Yeah.
Like I just love the contrast of like the cool blues, and then you get like the warmth and the orange of the fire and the torches coming together as well. But let's break down some more of this. Like, man, chaos is fun. Like, you know what I mean there? Like, notice the blues on the right.
In the corner.
And then I'm on the left, like
things
burning my hand. Like I burned my hand a couple times. Like those torches were hot as shit. And like I'm I'm sat there running around and like I feel the fire just getting like lower and lower, and it drips on you sometimes as you're running around, and you're just trying to act like everything's fine. And it was
It's kind of funny. Sometimes you'll do some wild on camera, like you'll just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go hard," and that's one of those.
I think I did like this is when it was burning me, like right there. You see how the fire's like right there on my hand,
on your face. You almost got Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Degree. We are benign, we turn to cancer when we take more than we need.
Man, that shot too.
Spoon seniors, democracy ain't
Yeah, here we go.
I'll be free for all. Democracy ain't rich boy, silver spoon seniors. Democracy ain't eating up a lie, then forgiving you.
Even before that, sorry. Yeah, I think the singing really sets the tone too. This just riffing.
Yeah.
Those are some beautiful notes.
There's no democracy. Democracy ain't corporate lobby free for all.
Democracy ain't corporate lobby free for all. We just talked about this, like what it costs in order to run for a position of power. And where does a lot of that money come from? Lobbying and interest groups who hold way more power in our respective countries than the common citizen. And it's something that often does not get discussed, that often gets overlooked. Because when you have someone with a particular interest pumping you millions to help you get elected or reelected, where are you going to tend to favor your policy voting and where your campaigns go?
Yeah.
And that's what Ren's talking about here, because democracy is supposed to be representative of the interests of the people. And it's not. It's representative of the interests of interest groups and powerful corporate lobbyists.
Yep.
There's no democracy. Democracy ain't corporate lobby free for all. Democracy ain't rich boy, silver spoon seniors. Democracy ain't eating up a lie, then forgiving you. Democracy ain't choosing between herpes or chlamydia.
Can't help but feel like that's a shot at politicians eating up a lie and then forgiving you, and then choosing between herpes and chlamydia. Like, what, we're supposed to pick the lesser of two evils? Because how many times have I heard that in like the past decade? Like, well, I voted for this person because like they're the least bad. Like, I feel like both candidates are bad, but I'm just going to pick the least bad. Like,
I also think there's a graphic nature to him saying herpes and chlamydia because our politicians are so disgusting. And then a lot of them are involved in something that could potentially give them the herpes.
And also we're fucked.
Yeah, exactly.
We're fucked. So.
Eating up a lie, then forgiving you. Democracy ain't choosing between herpes or chlamydia. Democracy, hypocrisy, a synonym.
I love their democracy. Like, you know, that more dramatic hit. And for me, he like juxtaposes that just super dramatic percussive hit, like that's more cinematic, and then it immediately followed by a melodic piano. Like, just again, that sense of musicality, like softer and harsher tones together, and understanding how to weave it and how to put them together.
Democracy ain't choosing between herpes or chlamydia. Democracy, hypocrisy, a synonym entwined. Take a baby, then deliver him, position him in line, and then imprison him, condition him in school to make him blind. After they
condition him in school to make him blind. Like, again, like I wonder, are people really digesting what he's saying here?
Brick in the wall. We don't need no education.
This is some Pink Floyd-ish here, man.
christen him, the Father, Son, the Ghost, but not the mind. We are divine.
Christen him, the Father, Son, the Ghost, but not the mind. I feel like we're all kind of ghosts in the system, but then obviously the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. There's your water to wine, some more religious references sprinkled in there too.
In school to make him blind. After they christen him, the Father, Son, the Ghost, but not the mind. We are divine. We lose potential when we gravitate degree. We are benign.
We are divine, which is interesting because we're all human. And I think Ren finds that beauty in the human condition, but also saying something like that, like trying to give us hope. Like, we are also fucking amazing. We're divine. We're beautiful. But then we lose that potential when turning to greed. And how many people do turn to greed and let that blind us?
And even the concept of the 7 sins, which would be a concept of our lower self, but greed being a huge part of that. and him addressing very specific social problems with our monetary system, our politicians and corporations specifically, so it fits with greed, but it does speak to the lower self.
I think what's interesting is you have two very different themes that he deals with, and one is the personal, right, and the personal demons and conflict, and he touches upon that. So he looks within for change, but he also looks without, and he looks at the institutional issues, and he summarizes those as well.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a twofold layer that he walks with this song.
Yeah.
And we turn to cancer when we take more than we need. We are designed.
We are benign. We turn to cancer when we take more than what we need, like a benign tumor, but then we turn to a cancer. So we turn from something that is harmless to something that is very harmful when we start to take more. And, you know, one thing I've never understood is, why do you need to be a billionaire? Because you don't need that much money to live a comfortable life and existence, and a safe, secure existence, and a happy existence. Nobody needs to have that much money. It's an obscene amount of money when you truly step back and you think about it.
Yeah, I go back and forth because I don't think anyone needs to be a billionaire. I think there's going to be a nuance. There'll be some good people who really try to change the world with it, and then there's some evil. And I honestly, that's a stance I've been trying to figure out recently. So I'm not going to get into a long rant about that, because I'm been focused on abundance mindset and like really trying to separate myself from scarcity. And I don't know. I do think it's it's way outrageous, but on paper, like the nuance of it is like, do they have the billion personally, or is it like in their net worth? And how do we deal with these things, right? Because these people do have too much power. Now that this list has come out, it's like, this is just egregious. It's horrific and it's disgusting. And if this is what comes with that type of power, then obvious, I'm like, yo, that's bullshit, you know? But there's also a part of me, the compassion, the good side of me knows there's like this, person out there like that wants to instill good with it as well. Because that's how I am. I want to be super abundant in life and then, change the world with that abundance. Do I need $1 billion though?
Yeah.
No.
I think the problem is, like, there's a number who reach the billionaire club, and it becomes like a competition.
Yes.
To see who can have more.
It's a power, ego, greed.
It's a power, ego, greed. And I think for Ren, like, there's a quote I came across that has always influenced me is, be empathetic, be forgiving and understanding of individuals.
Sure.
But be ruthless in critiquing systems.
Sure.
And critiquing, structures, because they lead to the greed. They create conditions that encourage and reward certain types of behavior.
Sure.
To be magnificent, we waste that when we walk. Starry night, the plight of Vincent inside cell block 44. I fought a war inside myself, the war of every working man. A war of what?
See, I feel a war inside myself. I talked about that external war and then also the internal as well. You get kind of both layers yet again through that letter.
And why's and how's and when's the time to take a stand? And who's the one to put me in my place?
I think I was doing like a basketball drill, the old machine gun drill. I don't know what the fuck my feet were doing there, man. I just didn't want to burn.
You, or is it God? It's compliance, staying silent. If defiance comes from love, I come from love. I come from hope, I come from truth, I come from trust. I am the last remaining push inside a world that turns to dust. Against the people so determined, all to die. And for what? Love of power, love of money, love of ego, love of lust. What about love for the sake of love?
These shots are awesome.
What about really loving?
And that's our Vincent, of course, coming back around.
Us, but I mean really loving us. That means that I, the me, myself is you, and so we're we in one. And there's
I, me, myself, and you. Like, for me, what about love for the sake of love? Because he talks about how something beautiful like love can even get twisted within the system. Love of power and greed and all of that. But what about stripping it back to its roots? Again, like, there's critique, and then there's also offering solutions.
The biggest thing, so the most important part of this lyrically for me is what about love for the sake of love, and the way he delivered it with the passion in his voice.
Yeah.
I always get like, there's like an emotional charge there, because I think when I think about love for the sake of love, the positive is like I look into my daughter's eyes. Like that is like, the love that me and my wife had created my daughter. Love for the sake of love, the passion of creating music, the purpose. So there's something so deep just in that simple line. That's the most important line to me, because overall, love is what's going to override the hate. and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's so simple, but it's just powerful. It just hits different to me.
I love the message of hope.
I mean, really loving us. That means that I, the me, myself is you, and so we're we in one. And there's never separation while we're moving round the sun. For the cell of every sentient, it shares.
Shout out to all the extras. Like, everybody, like, gave their all to sell this. Like, people were legitimately fighting. People were legitimately getting kicked, legitimately taking hits. And this wasn't one take. This wasn't two takes. We're talking like 20 takes deep. Because again, like Ren's a perfectionist. Sam's a perfectionist. They wanted to stop. They wanted to review every time. They talked about how an angle could change, how colors could be better, how lighting could be better. And like, you know, to continually bring this energy and this chaos in the background. I just want to shout out all the extras involved and all the time that they put into this too. Like, I think everybody, it's really beautiful when you see everybody united for a common cause and really wanting to make something the best piece of art that it can be.
But I mean really
and Vincent as well, like some of his facial expressions and acting too, just chef's kiss to it.
That means that I, the me, myself is you, and so we're we in one. And there's never separation while we're moving round the sun. For the cell of every sentient, it shares a single song. And that's the song of sweet creation. Do you hear the minstrel strong? For there's more to music. Life is music. Music is the tongue in the mouth.
There's more to music. Life is music. Music is the tongue. And I think for Ren, like, a part of that love is so intertwined with music. A part of that hope for him, he uses his music to help spread his love into the world and help spread that message of hope.
Love for the sake of love.
Yeah.
Do you hear the minstrel strong? For there's more to music. Life is music. Music is
beautiful shots above with just that lighting and the silhouettes, man.
The tongue in the mouth of Mother Earth, and her heart beating is the drum. Hear it, hear it, hear it. That's that thunder in your chest that lets you know that you belong. We are one, we are one, we are free to one song. Something better, yet reset so we can all live on.
And I love that message that we are one. Remember, we just broke down lyrics about that oneness and trying to unite and bring together. Isn't it funny how he gives such messages of hope and uplifting messages as literal chaos and rioting is going on around?
Vincent!
One of my favorite characters.
Oh good, he's waking up. Vincent, dear boy, I can feel your frustration, but you're in very safe hands here now, please be patient. You see, we are the cutting edge rehabilitation. Don't you feel so excited for this new innovation? Not a guards, what the fuck, man, I think I wanna leave. Oh, leave? I'm afraid that that's impossible, see? You see, we're part of a new program, it's a government scheme. We're making gentlemen from criminals, and that's what you'll be. With a brand new method, the sort of trials and tests. Like our good godson, you'll be resurrected. What the fuck you on about? What kind of brand new method? Well, we take the frontal lobe and we kind of dissect it. With your synapse augmented with our new serum injected, it aims to recorrect the parts of you we know are defective. There'll be discomfort in your cerebellum, that is expected. Hey, if progress wants a price, let it. Guards, this one will do. Yes, this one's fine. Take him away.
All of the drama to that. To be continued. For me, I get a little bit of like this back and forth, like Slim Shady vibes. You know, like classic Eminem videos when he would dress up as characters and like just like that dark humor to it as well.
It for me, it's also a little bit of a callback to Sick Boy.
Yeah.
Vincent.
Like even his voice and the vocal and like the over characterization here and the personality to this delivery.
Oh good, he's waking up. Vincent, dear boy, I can feel your frustration, but you're in very...
I was just about to say that, like this beat, like the break beat and all that, man.
Stay hands in now, please be patient. You see, we are the cutting edge rehabilitation.
It's like the same concepts that he took from the beatboxing segment in the earlier act, except this time he actually used instrumentation in production and drum kits to run with this and sauce this one this time.
You feel so excited for this new innovation. Not a guards, what the fuck, man? I think I wanna leave. Oh, leave? I'm afraid that that's impossible, see? You see, we're part of a new program, it's a government scheme. We're making gentlemen from criminals, and that's what you'll be.
We're making gentlemen from criminals, and that's what you'll be. It's a government scheme. And you know what? Like, it seems absurd. It seems so far off, but let's not forget that, our own government tested LSD on prison inmates.
Yep.
Right? Like, I feel like there's a bit of a tip of the cap to some of this, like taking advantage of inmates and the testing that has been done.
Yeah. When I did my reaction, I just slipped in MK Ultra, and I was like, if you know, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see, we're part of a new program, it's a government scheme. We're making gentlemen from criminals, and that's what you'll be. With a brand new method to sort of trials and tests, like how good God's.
Hee-haw. I tell you what, he and I talked about this because he used this on fentanyl. Like, this choir pack, as just like, he has taken it and he has just found amazing pockets for just this operatic choir chanting. And here it is again, and just chopping it, man. Like, it's like his bread and butter at this point. Like, I love
criminals, and that's what you'll be. With a brand new method to sort of trials and tests, like how good God's son, you'll be resurrected. What the fuck you on about? What kind of brand new?
Good God, son, you'll be resurrected. Another religious reference right there. And then resurrection in society, because aren't prisons supposed to help with reform and helping set up people when they get out of prison, when really the probability and the statistics show it's more likely they'll end up back in prison?
Which is ironic how most prisoners come out institutionalized.
Well, we take the frontal lobe and we kind of dissect it. Your sense augmented with our new serum injected. It aims to recorrect.
Sense augmented with our serum injected. They were playing on that too with the obviously the nod to the corporation and the drugs, and Josh dressed up as the sheep and pumping the pills in. You don't have to feel anymore.
Comply more.
Yep, comply.
The parts of you we know are defect. There'll be discomfort in your cerebellum. That is expected. Hey, if progress wants a price, let it.
Progress wants a price, let it. That feels very meta as well. We've had many discussions about AI, and that's another conversation for another day, but I feel like that is also just the standard. If progress wants a price, well, we'll pay it for the sake of progress.
Fit in your cerebellum, that is expected. Hey, if progress wants a price, let it. Guards, this one will do. Yes, this one's fine. Take him away.
I love that final clang is like the prison, the door clanging. To be continued. Man, I'll tell you, what a ride that was. Any final parting thoughts for us, BP?
Nah, technological lobotomy and how he connects, this. I don't know where we're going to go with this science project or experiment, but the human condition is under an experiment right now with social media and it being weaponized against us. So I think that fits in with the narrative. And just stay awake, you guys. Stay awake.
I think I love how he's created this world, but for me, it's the parallels to the modern day.
Yep.
That's haunting. And, like, there's a part of you that watches and it is like, well, there's humor to this. This is fantasy. This isn't real. But then there's other parts of you that listen to the lyricism and you go, hang on, this is hauntingly familiar.
Yeah.
And I think that's the beauty of this series and where we're going with it. But hey, Ren, as always, you're Knoxville certified. Hope you guys enjoyed today's deep dive. Huge thank you to my special guest being here with me for the ride. He knew this was going to be a long one. He hopped in the co-pilot seat. Be sure to go subscribe to Black Pegasus' channel as well. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, notifications on. As always, stay safe, stay positive. Take care of this, take care of this. I'll catch you again. Boom.